Hello, welcome on board the slow boat to Melbourne, and I'm having a slow day today. It's not it's not going to be a mega active update. I'm tired. I just absolutely have been hit by a wall of fatigue, which I guess is completely normal when you consider everything that's happened in the last week. The boat's going really well. When I checked it this morning, we'd done 457 miles since I dismasted and had 320 miles to go. Let's just check in and look at the weather. My track over the last 24 hours has been jibing downwind on angles. So the wind is basically coming from the south-west at the moment, and I tried sailing straight down the run line with the wind directly behind us, and I tried one sail on each side, wing on wing, but the sea state is just too uncomfortable. The sails are not comfortable, and the waves are breaking into the cockpit a lot like that. So I think it's much more efficient for us to do a bit of north and then a bit of east and then go north again. I did a routing this morning which suggests I should carry on going east until so that is another 9 hours, but I think I will jibe a little bit sooner because I just want to stay on the right side of caution, and just make sure we still don't end up kind of this island here is kind of what I'm thinking about. There you can see now we've got these strong southwesterlies getting a little bit weaker, so the stronger breeze has gone over me here where that's slightly orange, and where it goes to green that's a bit weaker. So if we play forward, you can see the breeze is slowly dying, but it's also starting to rotate to a more westerly breeze. That's why I think it's a good idea for me to jibe a bit earlier, so that when I'm reaching, I've just got a little bit more room to fall down to the east if I need. Say to myself that every day I was out here I would do something to kind of advance my situation, make it a little bit better, just improve things, and there's not so much to do with the boat at the moment in these conditions, because it has been quite rough. It was quite rough overnight. The sea state built up to about 4 meters or so, and the waves were just breaking into the cockpit all the time and pushing the boat around. So the motion was quite violent. Because I've got a big keel underneath me and no mast, obviously, when the boat gets pushed, it snaps back upright very, very quickly, which is quite a tiring motion, I think. So I've obviously checked the deck as many times as I do, and everything's fine. But I didn't want to not do anything today, so I've just been working on trying to get things in order for when I arrive. When you arrive in Australia on a vessel, then you have to go through biosecurity compliance, just to make sure that you're not bringing any invasive species into Australia. Now, from what I understand from their checklist, they are only really interested in fresh produce, things like meat and eggs and fruit and cheese, none of which I have on board. Well, I do have 8 apples left, but I can assure you I will be eating them before I get back. However, I have been given some conflicting information which suggests they might be looking at some of my other food because it has certain ingredients in it. I don't know. So I've decided I'll just make life easy by going through all of my remaining food and breaking it out of the day bags and just organising it so all meals the same are packed into bags. And that means if the biosecurity people do come on board and they want to inspect my individual freeze dried, and there are some which I can't have in Australia, then it will be really easy to identify those ones and take them out. So one of the nice things about doing this job, sorting the food out, is actually that I've had these messages in my food bags. So my friends and family all wrote messages that were put into my food bags, and I'm getting them all in one go now, which is lovely. It's tonic for the soul. One of the benefits of the kind of slow day, I guess, is thinking time. And in honesty, I probably did need to give myself some thinking time. I've been very focused on getting this boat going, making my journey towards Melbourne as efficient as possible, and kind of making the best of what I physically have out here. And in a way, that was the easy thing to do, and it's been fun, and it still will be fun. You know, I found joy in making my slow boat. But life continues after I step ashore in Melbourne, and I'm really aware that I need a plan, not just for me, but for the team. We have so much potential, we have so much more still to give, and the Vendée Globe is unfinished business for us all now. So my intention is to be on the start line for the 2028 Vendée Globe race. It's one mega mountain to climb. I mean, it really, really is. From where we are now, that's a big mountain. But I'm really not prepared to let the journey end here. I'll share more with you about our future plans over the coming days, and tomorrow I think I'll have a lot more energy and we'll get back to some more slow boat technical action.